In this video, we're going to talk about the Sulu Sea. Now, that's a name that just conjures up these incredible images, right? Turquoise waters, amazing biodiversity, and a history that's just packed with both trade and turmoil. So today, we're going to journey to its exact location. We'll dive deep into its incredible ecosystem, and we'll explore its whole story as a source of both huge wealth and, historic danger. Okay, so first things first, where in the world are we even talking about? Let's pinpoint it on the map. The Sulu Sea is this massive body of water tucked away in the southwestern part of the Philippines, smack dab in the middle of the East Indian archipelago. It's bordered by two countries, the Philippines and Malaysia, and it's kind of locked in by this ring of really famous islands. You've got Palawan to the northwest, Borneo to the southwest, and then the Visayan Islands and Mindanao over to the northeast and southeast. This spot makes it a super critical crossroads for the entire region. So now that we know where it is, let's talk about the sheer scale of this sea. I mean, its physical dimensions are honestly pretty mind-boggling, and they're really the key to understanding its unique character. For starters, the sea covers a surface area of 260,000 square kilometers. So we're not talking about some small coastal bay here. This is a vast, sprawling sea that plays a huge part in the geography and the climate of Southeast Asia. And it's not just wide, it's incredibly deep. At its deepest point, the seabed just plunges down to 4,400 meters. That is over 4 kilometers straight down. It's in these crushing depths that the sea's biggest mysteries are hidden. You know, what's really fascinating here is the dramatic contrast. While that main basin is profoundly deep, the seafloor rises up like crazy at its southern end. Over by the Sulu archipelago, the depth is only about 100 meters. This split creates this amazing variety of marine environments, from these deep-sea trenches to shallow, sunny shelves that are just perfect for coral to grow. So you might be wondering, why is it so deep? Well, think of it like this. The Earth's crust is made of these giant plates that are always shifting around. The Sulu Sea was basically formed when it got squeezed between 3 of these massive plates. All that incredible pressure is what created its deep basin, and that intense geological history is a huge reason why it has such a unique underwater landscape, and why it's a home for so much life. Alright, now we get to what is, for me, the most exciting part of this whole story. The staggering amount of life that calls the Sulu Sea home. This isn't just a body of water, it's a cradle of life. You see, the sea is a core part of what's known as the Coral Triangle, a region so incredibly rich with life that scientists have literally called it the center of the world's marine biodiversity. And that's no exaggeration. The variety of species here is just, well, it's unparalleled anywhere else on the planet. Let's just look at the numbers for a second, because they are absolutely astounding. We're talking about a sea that's home to around 2,000 species of fish, 400 species of coral, and 33 species of mangroves. It also hosts 5 of the world's 7 sea turtle species and 22 species of marine mammals, including the threatened dugong, plus countless sharks, manta rays, and dolphins. It's just packed. And the absolute crown jewel of this ecosystem is without a doubt the Tuba Taha Reefs Natural Park. It's a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's this pristine atoll reef famous for its spectacular 100-meter vertical coral walls. They're just teeming with sharks, turtles, and enormous schools of fish. It's really the gold standard for what a healthy reef should look like. But the story of the Sulu Sea isn't just about nature. It's also deeply, deeply intertwined with humanity, and that's a relationship that's been defined by both immense prosperity and constant peril. I mean, this sea is an economic powerhouse. Its rich fisheries for stuff like tuna, shrimp, and crab generate $1 billion every single year. It's a major shipping lane with 19 commercial ports, and all of its resources directly support the livelihoods of about 40 million people living along its coasts. But for all its bounty, the sea has a darker side. For centuries, since at least the 1600s, its complex islands and super busy trade routes have made it a notorious hotbed for maritime piracy. This history of conflict and danger is just as much a part of its identity as its coral reefs are. So piracy is one thing, but here in the 21st century, the Sulu Sea is facing a whole new set of dangers. What are the biggest modern threats? Well, the very heart of the sea, Tuba Taha Reef, has proven to be incredibly fragile. In recent years, it's suffered from several major ship groundings. There was the Greenpeace ship Rainbow Warrior in 2005, and the US Navy's USS Guardian in 2013, which caused really significant damage. These incidents, along with the constant threats of overfishing, plastic pollution, and agricultural runoff, put this world-class ecosystem under immense pressure. Alright, so we've covered its geography, its biology, and its complex human history. To wrap things up, let's end with some surprising truths and just some fascinating final facts about this incredible sea. First up, it's fed by major rivers from the island of Borneo, like the Kinabalu River from Sabah, Malaysia. Next, get this. Its deep waters are home to the coelacanth, a prehistoric living fossil fish that everyone thought went extinct with the dinosaurs. How cool is that? Third, its unique oxygen-deficient floor perfectly preserves sediments, giving scientists this crystal-clear record of ancient climate change. And for you history buffs, its floor is also a graveyard for numerous World War II warships, including the Japanese cruiser Abu Kuma. And finally, for the pop culture fans, the Star Trek character Hakaru Sulu was named after the Sulu Sea by Gene Roddenberry to represent all of Asia. And that really brings us to the central question, doesn't it? The Sulu Sea is a global treasure of biodiversity, it's a vital engine of commerce, and a historic zone of conflict, all at the same time. The ultimate challenge is figuring out how we balance the needs of the millions who depend on this sea for their survival with the urgent need to protect one of the most vital and vulnerable marine ecosystems on the entire planet. Alright, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.